We need to talk. As of a couple weeks ago, Meta just announced a massive update that's coming here this month. And it's going to mean big things for the Meta Quest 3, but even bigger things for the future of technology. And the future of technology is going to change your future too. So let's talk about it. My name's Every Name is Taken. This is the channel where you can figure out how VR and mixed reality can make your life better. And I think what Meta has recently announced definitely fits the bill on this. It's kind of huge, but I don't know if people really realize how big of a deal it is. But first, let's take a step back. With Meta's direction, they're really focused on the future of technology. A lot of companies are focused more on the now. They're focused on how everything is moving from here on out and what that's going to look like for you. They've been really focused on three big key areas here lately that they've been investing a lot of money into, and we're seeing those three areas combine, and it's shaping what our future will look like. And so the first one is probably the one that if you're watching this channel, you may be the most familiar with, and that's the Meta Quest 3. Just a quick rundown of really what it is for anyone who doesn't know. The Meta Quest 3 is a mixed reality and VR headset that lets you see holograms in your real world, lets you step into other worlds. You can be interacting and doing things with friends in the same room while miles apart. You can have a crazy movie theater experiences from your own home. It changes the reality that you see around you, whether putting you in a different one, like putting you into a game, or taking things that are virtual and putting them in your world, like holograms and virtual pets and stuff like that. Honestly, it's so good. But where it's at now is not complete, and it's going to be heavily influenced by the other two of Meta's big three that they've been investing in here lately. The second one on that list is the Meta Rayband smart glasses. If you haven't heard of those, they're smart glasses that allow you to be in a moment and take and record pictures and videos from your glasses, so you don't have to take out your phone and be distracted like your kid's doing something. You can just tell it to record, or hit a swipe it, or hit a button or whatever and get it to record, and you can be interacting with your kid. It keeps you from having something like a phone in between you to separate you from the moment. It also is it's really good for listening to music and podcasts while just going about your day. It's technology that's seamless and something you may already be wearing, like shades or prescription glasses. It takes that and gives you so much functionality out of them. But one of the biggest things, and honestly the thing that sold me on the smart glasses themselves, is Meta AI. And so and that's the next on their big three. And so Meta AI is Meta's version of artificial intelligence. Now, AI is not new necessarily. It's been the big thing over the last few years, and right now we're in a space where you're seeing it go from a chat bot to companies figuring out how to use it in a much more useful way to the average person. And I think Meta is doing something that's just revolutionary with their AI, and it's not something that they're working towards, it's what they're already doing. See, Meta AI works like a chat bot. You can ask it questions, it can answer things, write papers for you, things like that. It's great with all those things, looking things up for you. But what it can do that's kind of separating it and putting it apart is when integrated into the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses, like it already is, you can be wearing the glasses and then ask it, you can open up your fridge and ask, hey, Meta, look and tell me what of my ingredients, look at my ingredients and tell me what can I make tonight to use these. And it'll tell you just right off the bat. An example they used in the announcement was being able to see your faucet leaking and just be like, hey Meta, what's wrong with this? And it can tell what kind of water faucet you have and tell that it's leaking and figure out what to do to fix it and walk you through the instructions, talking you through it. That's super cool technology. Looking at your outfits and saying, hey Meta, what would go together? It's an awesome use case. I know I asked on Reddit what people were using it for, and one guy was saying there's all these Matchbox cars that him and his grandson collect, and they'll use the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses and with Meta AI and look and ask which one it is, and it'll be able to look and see it and tell them. It's like being able to have your very own Jarvis, from Iron Man, built into your glasses. We're coming up to the point where we're going to have Iron Man glasses very soon, and we're already taking those steps that direction. So Meta AI is awesome, but really whenever it's integrated into the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses, I feel like its potential gets crazy. And that's where this new announcement comes. The Meta Quest 3 is getting Meta AI. That's an extra feature. It's an extra tool. That's cool. But what it's showing is the direction that that technology is going in the future. You'll be able to wear your Meta Quest 3. If you don't have Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses, you'll be able to do all the things you can do with the Meta Ray-Bans with the Quest 3. If you're working on something, I know early on in the Quest 3's life cycle, I saw a guy, TikTok of a guy who's working on his car. It wound up getting kind of blowing up. He's got the instruction manuals for the car car like, pulled up on a hologram, and like a video of how to repair what he's working on pulled up in a hologram, and he's working on this car. And he said he felt like Iron Man. He felt like Tony Stark working on one of his cars, and it's such a cool feeling, and everybody can like understand that and get behind that. And so now with the Quest 3, this month, if he was to be doing the same thing, he could also be talking to his very own Jarvis, like the Meta AI, and asking it about parts. It would be able to see what he's working on and asking like, hey, is this supposed to look this way? Hey, what part is this? Hey, what do you think is the issue with this thing? And he can walk, like a Meta AI will be able to kind of walk through some of those answers because it can see what he's doing. This is slowly but surely going from just a game console to an incredibly useful tool. An example that was shown by Meta, having the Quest on and looking at a pair of shorts, I think it was shorts, and asking like what would go with these shorts. Someone like me, when my wife's not around, I'm gonna need help like that. So just having an AI like Jarvis in your headset is crazy. But beyond that, that makes it a great tool. It's a great tool to have in the Quest that's like becoming so feature packed. But what does that mean for the future? Because other videos are talking about like what it can do and what it will be able to do, but what does that tell us about the direction things are going? I've been recently listening to the podcast that Andrew Bosworth, who's the CFO, CTO, something like that from Meta. He's super involved in the mixed reality and VR space. That's his job. He's over that stuff for Meta. And I've been listening to his podcast, and hearing him talk about the AI stuff is super interesting because the direction these are going, you're going to see these products, Quest 3 and the Meta Raybands, get closer and closer together. Meta is working on their very own mixed reality glasses that will have like a heads-up display, like the Iron Man glasses, like Edith glasses from Spider-Man Far From Home. The Edith glasses, like it's going to be like that, and having the ability to have an AI built into it adds so much functionality because now no matter where we are or what we're doing, we're going to have an assistant, a helper who can see what we're doing and interact with us and help us with it. Now, AI, of course, a lot of people are a little freaked out by it. It is kind of weird, but for anyone who loves technology, having your very own Jarvis, having your very own like sentient's kind of a scary word now that I'm thinking about it, but having your very own artificial intelligence that you're interacting with, like a Jarvis, or even like in robot form, like a C3PO, like these things are super cool and they're super useful, and the more they can integrate them into things to where it can see and interact with what you're seeing and interacting with, the more helpful they're going to be. I believe firmly that the future is going to look more and more like these smart glasses, like the Raybands, like those becoming much more feature rich and much bigger of a deal. And if AI is going to be a huge help, then it's going to need to be in a seamless form factor where we can access it wherever we are, whenever it is, and no matter what we're doing. And we're seeing that with the Meta Ray-Bans. We're seeing that with the Quest 3. And I think we're going to continue to see that throughout the future. So it looks like we're all going to have our own Jarvis. Meta is investing heavily into this, and I don't have Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses yet. You might not yet, but if you have the Quest 3, we're going to get to experience this and get all the features that the Meta Ray-Bans have had, but in the Quest 3 instead. Well, that's it for you guys. My name is Every Name Is Taken. Before you leave, I do want to ask, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to build this YouTube channel up, and everything you do to interact with this channel helps so much. And I will catch y'all next time for all the coolest things about VR and mixed reality as we see how it can make our lives better. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all have a great one. Love y'all. On a hologram, and like a video of repairing it pulled up on a hologram. Aria, cool it. He's got the... Let's try it one more time.